I'm definitely fucked up too. So
he called me Big Pink. Like, sir, hold on. Wait a minute, because they can edit these shits out. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video, period. If you are new, hey babe, what's up, okay? Make sure you hit that subscribe button before we get into this video, okay sis? Yo, I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting tired of this glare on my glasses. Like, do I need to wear contacts full time? Like, what's going on? I'm sorry y'all, I'm sorry I look like fucking, what's that scientist's name? Yeah, him. I'm sorry I look like that shit, but it is what it is. So as you can see by the title, it's another story time, okay? Because I told y'all I have a lot of stories to tell. So this story time is about my first podcast, sis. Y'all probably wasn't expecting it, huh? Hey you guys, so this video is sponsored by Madam Glam New York, your one-stop shop for everything nails. They sent me this beautiful kit and I even prepared my nails for this commercial break, y'all, okay? So I was able to pick out 3 beautiful colors. I decided to go with 3 fall colors because fall is always a vibe, okay? So one color that I got is this color called Always Latte. It's a cute beige pink situation, and I went with Optimistic, which is like a kind of like a lavender brown, and I went with Toffee Break, which is like an autumn color. Like, girl, they sent a top coat and a base coat. And y'all, I don't know if y'all can tell, but on the top of the lids, it actually shows the true color. And they also sent directions, girl, because I would have did something wrong, most definitely. And they also sent this cute mini LED lamp, like, sis. So first, you guys, I'm going to apply the base coat to my nail. And funny story, I actually went to the nail salon just to get a fill-in, but no clear coat, no nothing. Like, I literally prepped my nails for this commercial, sis, okay? I wanted it to come out right. But yes. It's funny because their base coat, actually, I feel like you could wear that as a top coat, and it made my nails look nice. I would have rocked it like that. Like, yes. Madam Glam's nail polish is vegan and cruelty free. And sis, for it to be vegan and cruelty free, this nail polish has a lot of quality to it. Like, that just tells you of how much effort they put into their product. I was very impressed with how it brushed on. It was very smooth. It's like a thick consistency, so if I were you, I would kind of do like a light coat. Don't go too heavy, sis, okay? Because I had to learn the hard way. But that also means that the nail polish is a good nail polish, because sis, I was very impressed. So if you're looking for a little bit of glam for your nails, I would definitely check out Madam Glam. You can also get 30% off using my code PinkTokyo30_1. I will drop that in the description box, and also the bit.ly link, which will take you directly to their website where the coupon code will activate automatically. And at checkout, make sure that you choose the pay as you go option if you don't want to become a VIP member. Like, sis, my nails are about to be a whole vibe this fall, this winter, okay? Make sure you hop on Madam Glam. And sis, I'm about to go paint my toes next, okay? So thank you guys for watching. Now back to the show. Bye. So I did my first podcast probably about a month or 2 ago. It was for my boyfriend's performance, and mind y'all, it was in Atlanta, so we drove 5 hours. We drove 5 hours to go to his performance because we live in a whole different state. And yeah, so the performance, we knew about it like a month in advance, okay? So last minute, the director of the event basically told my, all the artists that they were gonna do like a podcast at the end. Whoop the whoop. Okay, simple, sweet, cool. My boyfriend's excited because, as an artist, especially as a music artist or any content creator, you need content, baby. Any artist, you need content. Okay, so he was excited. So he's like, yeah, that's what's up. So we get there, we're visiting family, friends, because you know all of our family is really in Atlanta. So this was like a 3-day trip. It's so funny, y'all, because I really wish that I vlogged that trip, but I need to get in the habit of vlogging more of my life. Okay. So yeah, like that's something we're gonna be working on. But basically, we arrived in Atlanta. You know, we seen all of our family and friends. So we was hanging out with our friends and our dogs, okay, because y'all know Koji, you know. And we was, you know, at the park right before the performance. It was later on that night. I believe it started around 9 or 10. So my boyfriend gets a message from the director of the event, okay, that asks, can your girl do the podcast? Can she ask the interview questions? Now, let's do a little backstory, okay? Okay. So, for those who don't know, because I'm pretty sure on camera, you can't really tell, but I'm an introvert. I'm introverted as hell, okay? A lot of people consider me as quiet, but that's people who don't really know me like that. Like, if you get to know this side that you see on you, y'all special. If you get to know this side that you see on YouTube, then you special. If you see that in person, you are special. Okay, I'm not saying that nobody's not special, but I'm just saying it's just like, as an introvert, it's weird because I can be a social introvert, but if I'm in a depressive mood, I'm going to like kind of cut myself off and just be quiet. Or if I'm uncomfortable, I'm going to be kind of like shut down, just quiet. I kind of have stage fright when I talk in front of like a large group of people. It's funny because also it's weird. It's so weird because as I got older, like out of high school, I started getting a little shy when I talk around even small groups of people, like 4 or 5 people, and everybody just staring at you. Okay, if you're an introvert, drop down in the comments. Let me know basically what are y'all tics. My tics is when it's my chance to have the floor and I want the floor. It's weird because I kind of like, I get a little bit of anxiety. I don't know where that came from, but that's besides the point. That's for another video. I am gonna make an introvert video, but that's just a little background about me, okay? I'm not like a B. Simone type person. I'm not a just hilarious type person. I'm very kind of to myself. So when my boyfriend told me that he asked such things, my heart dropped. Now, me doing YouTube and stuff, I really do want to get like my platform out there, like my name out there. And I do want my own podcast one day, like on my own terms. But it was so weird because, it's not weird, but it was just like, it was so caught off guard because I didn't have no questions ready. I didn't have my mind ready. And the event was like 4 hours like in advance. Like, they could have picked any other person, any other bad or bitch. And you know what else, y'all? Like, let's be real, okay? Let's be completely transparent right now. I was wondering if the guy knew that I was like plus size, because you know some people, they kind of want like a model, you know, running shit, because they were gonna record this podcast. Like, this was a event that they planned and really put together because it was like an event to help artists to really have some type of content under their name. And I'm just wondering, do he know that I'm like this? I mean, I'm cute in the face, baby, but y'all seen the video, right?
Right.
Y'all seen the clip at the beginning? I'm pretty sure I put it there. Do y'all see how I look? Did he know that I look like that? That's what I mean. Like, this relationship way gotta go. It gotta go. So when he asked me that, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I guess, like, I was asking my boyfriend, like, are you sure? Like, does he know me? Like, why is he asking me out of all people? But I just ended up seeing it as, okay, maybe it's like an opportunity for myself, maybe to like get out of my comfort zone, experience something. I talked about a podcast before amongst people who I know, and it was just like, I was like, okay, maybe it might be fun. Like, all I'm doing is interviewing all the artists, okay? It can't be that hard. So So I basically just started going to my phone. I was like writing down some questions and shit, you know, questions like,
where are you from? What do you represent? What's your artist name? Why are you making music?
Questions in that category, okay? Now, let's fast forward, okay? We fast forward, we get to the event. I'm not even gonna throw no shade, but they was late, okay? Everybody was late. I don't know if we didn't get the memo, but we came about an hour early. Now, the event was supposed to start like around, I think 9 or 10, I don't even remember. But all I remember is them, actually this is what happened, y'all. They told us to show up about 2 hours early, okay, to get the podcast out the way. So basically, the podcast was supposed to be the first thing that they did when the artists arrived at the venue, okay? So, we're there, we was waiting for about an hour, nobody was there, okay? The people in the building, first of all, we arrived at the building, okay? Nobody was there, the director was not there, the guy who threw the event, and not one artist was there besides my man. Now, when we went to it was like somewhere in Buckhead. It was a decent looking place. I mean, I don't know, it was thrown together well, but basically, the only people that was there were the people who were running the building. So when we knocked on the door, they was looking at us like we were crazy. Cause like I said, the outside looked slightly sketchy, but it was near like this wing spot that they had some good ass wings. I ain't gonna lie, baby. It was one of those spots, okay? It was like a little plaza, and it had a badass wing spot. When I tell you, when we was waiting that whole hour, I seen about 30 people walk in and out of that wing spot. So you know we had to grab us some wings by the end of the night, baby. But yeah, we was waiting on all of them. So they show up about an hour later. We walk into the event. You know, they're still trying to get stuff together. The event didn't start just yet. It didn't start just yet, so they're trying to get stuff together. We're touring the place. The place was really cool. Like, it had, it was a building that had a stage. You know, they had different rooms. You could take pictures. They had a podcast room. I even think they had a studio in the back. It looked like they were trying to do a little something, okay? They were trying to do a little something. It was nice. And, you know, they had drinks. They had a little bartender come over and, you know, he was making drinks. So, me being me, the introvert who was not prepared for a fucking podcast, I grabbed me a drink, baby. Okay, now one of the options that they had was jungle juice.
Oh Lord.
If y'all don't know what jungle juice is, first of all, if you in college, you know exactly what jungle juice is, okay? Period. Jungle juice is just a mixture of a lot of alcohols with juice. You can put fruits in it. You can bake. It's just like it's a concoction, okay? It's a concoction of alcohol and juices and fruits and stuff. It's pretty good. Like, if you make a good jungle juice, just know if you end up masking the alcohol taste, just know you're gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna let you know right now. You're gonna get fucked up, sis. So drink responsibly. As soon as the bartender sets up his setup situation, I go over there, I walk over there. I'm like, let me get 2 jungle juices. So I'm sipping on my juice. Okay, now this bartender, he made this juice pretty good. Okay, he added a little bit too much ice, but he made the jungle juice good to the point where you could literally just sip on that shit like juice. Like, it didn't even taste like alcohol. And that's what I mean. Jungle juice can be dangerous. Because if you don't taste that shit, you gonna be like, shoot. At this point, I'm thirsty, and now I'm just gonna drink this jungle juice. Or at this point, I'm trying to get fucked up. So I'm going to go ahead and get me another cup, okay? And that's where I went wrong. We're like an hour in to being at the event. All of the artists are there, and they didn't mention nothing about a podcast. So basically, I thought that they had canceled the podcast because they came late, and you know, they had like a little time window to be there. And basically, I was like, okay, this might not be bad. Like, maybe I could just chill, because a part of me, like, basically I thought that we were just gonna get it out the way when we got there. So being the fact that I was just sitting around, nobody said anything, I was kind of starting to get a little relieved. I wasn't really prepared to I wasn't focused on no being a host of a podcast. I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, bet they probably forgot, they're not gonna do it because it was a last minute add-on, and I'm just drinking my juice and sipping and chilling, okay? So we're waiting for the artist to perform.
Blase, okay.
And I'm on my second cup of jungle juice. This is where shit takes a little turn. So So I am on my second cup of jungle juice, okay? And now it's the red cups. So the red cups probably like, I'm guessing a 16 ounce. It can't be an 8 ounce. Don't judge me. I think it's a 16 ounce. Bruh. Those red cups, them party cups. So I'm on my second cup. I'm just chilling, vibing, just trying to enjoy my night. At this point, I think I'm tipsy. I'm not drunk, but I'm definitely tipsy, you know, kind of chill, laid back, mellow. And then all of a sudden, the director of the event comes up and walks up near us. He's like,
"You ready for the podcast?"
I was like, wait, what? I'm thinking like, I was like, bro, like y'all still doing that shit? At this point, I'm like, I'm not really in the right, I don't know. I wasn't toe up to the flow up, but I was tipsy. I wasn't all over the place. But it just kind of made my heart drop. I'm like, well, wait, y'all didn't say nothing. Like, nobody said nothing. So I'm sitting here all comfortable and shit. And I thought that I had like a little get out of jail free card. But now he comes up and he walks up and he's like,
we doing this. Like, we about to do the podcast right now. Like, y'all ready? Y'all ready? You ready?
I was like, me, bruh? So we all get up, all the artists, we walk to the podcast room. And the podcast room, I posted pictures on Instagram. So if y'all do follow me, make sure you follow sis, okay? Make sure you follow my Loc Page. Pink Tokyo Loc, y'all. It's in the description box. Basically, we walk into the podcast room. It's all set up. This is what's different about this performance. Because my boyfriend performed at a few performances. And, you know, it's like an underground crowd. The difference between this one is that I feel like they really put in time and effort and really thought about details, because these people, they had photographers and videographers with all the equipment in the podcast room. I wasn't expecting that, okay? When I tell you I got a slight stage fright, because I was like, do I look good enough for the camera? Like, whole body and everything. Bruh. Now I'll do it like with y'all, because on my YouTube, I can this is the truth. Like, this is the truth. You can control how you look on your channel when you're editing shit. Like, you can control what people see, what people don't see. When somebody else is doing it and it's not really like a collaboration, it's like they edit it the way they want to edit it, so they don't really care how you or other people look. Y'all seen the clip at the beginning, right? Yeah, that was me. So when I seen like all those lights and like, that was kind of like my first time being around something like that. And you know, it was almost a good feeling, because I'm like, okay, like, you know, it almost makes you feel like an important person, but you're not the shell. It's really the artist, because they're performing. But it's just like, you slick for like a little important person, like you got a little title under your name. And yeah, but it wasn't like that. It really wasn't even about me. It's just the whole point is that I didn't want to ruin their podcast, because I didn't want to ruin what they were trying to achieve, basically. We get in the room, like I said, I'm tipsy. At this point, I don't even care. Okay, I don't even care that I'm doing a podcast. And it's not a nonchalant, like, it's not a I don't care as in I don't care how this is gonna go. It's more as I'm relaxed and I just want this to get over with. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna just try to get out of my comfort zone, bring out Pink Tokyo like how I bring it out to y'all, and try to put it in that podcast. So I have my list of questions ready. I'm asking everybody, okay? Now, one thing about me, when I get nervous, I run out of breath sometimes. Y'all. And it's like, sometimes I also, if I'm going off the fly and I'm just like letting it roll off my tongue, sometimes the questions wasn't coming out like how it was written down, okay? Yeah, so one of the questions that I do remember that I asked, it was supposed to be, what do you stand for? Like, basically, what does your artist name stands for? What do you stand for as artists? Basically, that's like the elaboration of the question. Okay, the question was, what do you stand for? But talking about my ass, talking about some who do you stand for? What the hell? I'm saying, who do you stand for? Like, I know what I mean in my head, but everybody else is like, you know, they're perceiving it differently than the way I'm giving it out. So in my head, I'm thinking, I'm saying, what do you stand for? But really, I'm saying, who do you stand for? Major error. These guys was probably like, who is this? Who is this? Like, what does she mean? Who do you stand for? Like, what does that mean? Because some people be very detail oriented, and yeah, some people, you know, someone who was looking at me like,
Who is you?
so fast forward, you know, I'm putting in like a little bit of my personality. Guys laugh a few times, you know, trying to put something, trying to get out of that shy zone and just put like a little bit of like a splash of my personality without taking up too much. I was trying to treat it like how a YouTube video, but without trying to make it all about me. So yeah, I think I did a good job doing that, but I was just trying to put more splash of personality. So I made them laugh a few times, and then towards the end of the video, I was handing the microphone back and forth to the director, and it was a few times where I forgot that I didn't even notice he was an artist as well. I thought he just threw the event. So, you know, I hope he didn't think that I was throwing any shade, because I kept forgetting him, and he was the main person who like threw this together. So I would hand it back to him, but I wouldn't announce him as an artist, which I felt bad because I truly didn't know. And that's what I mean. I only had like a few hours of a heads up, and nobody told me anything. Nobody told me what they wanted me to ask. Nobody said, okay, we have this person. Nobody said anything. It was just like just blindfolded, and you just pushed me out there. Baby, towards the end of the video, we was handing the microphone back and forth. He was faded, and this man, he was handing it back to me. He was like,
all right, I'm gonna hand it back to you, Big Pink.
so this man forgot my name, okay? He called me Big Pink. Basically, I don't know if he was trying to throw shade. I don't know if he was just like very lit and he was just saying whatever, let it roll off his tongue. I don't know if he's trying to throw shade or like, I don't know what that was. Like, sir, where did you get Big Pink from? What is that? I feel like he called me Big Pink because I'm a big bitch. Like, sir, hold on. Wait a minute, because they can edit these shits out. Which they didn't. They didn't edit that part out, which is fine. I guess it was funny, whatever. At that time, I kind of felt a little type of way. Now I don't, because literally, I reversed that shit. And if somebody would call me Big Pink, yes. This is Big Pink energy all the way. But I just didn't know if he was like trying to like throw shade. So when he called me that, I kind of felt a little self-conscious, you know, a little bit. Because I know that I look big as fuck in that video. You know, some people be like, well, you know, it don't matter like how you look, you're beautiful. I know that I'm a beautiful person, but everybody has their insecurities. And just the fact that I knew how I would look in that video, like I don't even want to show it. I don't even want to show the whole thing to y'all because it's something that's just I couldn't control it. Like it wasn't like a collaboration where I could be like, hey, cut this out. No, my outfit was showing my fupa. Okay, I already knew how I was gonna look in the camera. I'm a big girl. But yeah, you guys, so that was my story time on my first podcast. Okay, so if I do another podcast, just know I'm about to look like a badder bitch. We will be bad as fuck. Or if I do my own podcast, you know I'm gonna be bad on my podcast, baby. But yeah, y'all, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure you stay tuned to my life journey, sis. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.
Pink Tokyo sliding in this bitch. Find me on YouTube. Yeah, I know I am the shit. And I'm live on air, and you know we getting lit. Let me pour up a drink, cause a bitch getting rich.